This cobra oil is able to be dissolved with terps and mixed with normal oils, so you can treat it like normal traditional oil, but you can also clean it up with water. So I'm doing a test board to just show that all of those things are true and playing with how it works. And then I'll be able to refer back to this, and I'll also be able to see how quickly these mediums dry if I sort of keep my eye on it. And you can write down the time that you painted it, and then as soon as each of these dry, you can write down the time that it dried completely, and then you can see how long each of them take to dry. So I always use the same colour all the way across because different colours take longer times to dry. Titanium white takes a lot longer. But I'm testing out these two new mediums that we've just got in. This is the reason why I'm doing a test board. I've put liquid in with this one. This is paint on its own. These two are the new Cobra ones. I'm going to test out this. This is kind of like the slow drying medium, this one. And I'm just, with a clean brush, I'm just going to kind of dip into the bottle so I don't use too much of this. Put some of this here and then squidge this up and see what happens with it. Try and get it to thin out a little bit up here. That's the better thing to do than using water, because when you use medium with the paint, you're not breaking down the structure of the paint and making it weaker. And what I mean by that is you won't be able to like wipe it off later with terps. And then on this one, this is the quick drying medium. I'm just going to dip a clean brush in here, put a bit of medium down. Normally you would never paint with pure medium, but I just want to spread it a little bit and mix it right on the board. So this one I'm going to mix with water. So I've got to use just a bit of water on here. You can see that all of these have been a really good way to thin down that block colour that's so dry when you're dealing with the paint that's straight out of the tube. So they all paint really well. These ones look like they flow really nicely. They're sort of quite wet on the canvas, whereas liquid's a bit more like a gel. But you can see the shine on that. There's a lot of shine on all of them except for the paint. That's just oily paint. So that's a test board, and then once that's all dry, we can test out by like rubbing a wet rag across and seeing if it lifts up the paint, or rubbing terps across it after a while and seeing if that lifts up the paint. So then that's why I've done long strips, so that I can test later on by seeing what happens when I rub water or terps across it. So I can do a little grid, and down here I can try, I can say rub water, rub terps, rub oil, something like that, and then just see if it lifts each of those. And you get a really clear idea of what happens with that paint with those mediums.